village to raise a child. But what if the people of that village don't understand the child? That's happened with us a few times. When our daughter was 5, we went to wake her up one morning, and her eye was so swollen it was protruding out of the side of her face. And I remembered that our pediatrician had told us that anytime there's an anomaly with the eye, you have to get her seen right away because of the proximity to the brain. So I did what I think any mother would do. I threw her in the car and I ran to the emergency room. Well, when you have a child with pain with sensory issues and then you take her to a place like the emergency room with unfamiliar surroundings, Lizzie was screaming, she was kicking, she was biting. Basically, the staff at the emergency room told us that they couldn't help us. Lizzie was nonverbal at the time, so any question they asked her about her symptoms, she couldn't answer. All she did was cry. I left. I didn't know where to go, what to do. I just started heading to the pediatrician, even though I didn't have an appointment. As soon as we walked in there, the doctor heard the ruckus. They came running out. They recognized it immediately as a severe reaction to a bug bite, gave her a shot of Benadryl, and within minutes we were back in the car on our way home. About a week later, I got an apology letter from the president of the hospital who said that he was very sorry. She should have never been turned away, and he was going to make sure that the staff in the ER received training on how to deal with children who have autism. There was another time we were at the boardwalk. We were having such a good time that I didn't realize I had about 20 minutes left on the meter. And I didn't think it was a big deal because we were just parked in the municipal lot across the street. Well, it was a big deal when you have a child who has transition issues and she didn't want to leave the good time she was having. So I'm dragging her across Ocean Avenue. She's screaming. She's trying to get back to the rides. Traffic is coming. There was this cop in the parking lot who watched us. He watched us for a good 15 minutes. He watched my daughter kick, scream, fight me as I'm trying to pull her into the parking lot. I was so close. I watched him give me a ticket. The whole time as I'm holding her, I'm yelling to him, "That's my car. I have money in my pocket. I just can't get to you." And he said, "Well, maybe you should learn how to control your child." So anyway, no matter, because there's an article that just came out in New Jersey Cop magazine about POAC and how POAC is teaching all the New Jersey State Police autism recognition and response. They've already taught 15,000 police officers how to recognize children who have autism and how to deal with them. And recently in Marlborough Township, when the police department there got a phone call about a 12-year-old nonverbal child with autism who went missing, they knew exactly what to do. They said, "Well, we know that children with autism gravitate towards bodies of water." They automatically started looking in neighbors' swimming pools. They found this girl drowning, and they were able to save her in time. POAC gives such training to thousands of first responders and emergency workers. In fact, POAC is the largest provider of free autism training and education in the state, not just for community helpers, schools, and state agencies, but also for parents and families. Besides that, they provide recreational activities such as surfing, horseback riding, picnics, festivals, and they do not charge a penny for any of these services, and they don't receive any government funding. Kim Haggerty, the organizer of tonight's event, I think she said it best. She said, when you're a parent of a child with autism, it's not so much about preparing your child for the world, it's about preparing the world for your child. And that's why it's so important that Kim, the Acoustic Lounge, the American Legion, is hosting this event tonight. With 1 in every 49 children being diagnosed with autism in the state of New Jersey, it's become increasingly important and urgent to prepare this world. POAC is doing that with great success, but they need people like us to support them. And sometimes I have to wonder if the officer who wrote me that ticket participated in POAC training after his experience with Lizzie and me. And I wonder if he ever made the connection. If I could, I would like to tell him, I am learning to control my child, and I'm doing a wonderful job at it. And thanks to people in my community, people like Kim, Jimmy Arcolio, Jean Walk, Pepper Wine, Strawberry Pie, the Sons of the American Legion, and those from POAC, people who care and are aware. And I thank you all tonight for spreading that awareness, for helping families like mine, because it really does take a village.